Listen, dude, I'm done with it.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? See. Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition,
I'm here.
bone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, with the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Ah, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
What is my deal? What the fuck is going on here?
Trying to get the fight on.
I hear you still. How you doing?
You gonna get us in though, yeah, bro?
Bro, come on, bro. You're making a bait, bro. Come on, bro. Don't close.
Don't close. It's too big though. Let's try, man.
Try. We're seeing this again in. Let's get in. Try. You must try it. Let's go.
Emotional damage.
Really had a Valentine. I didn't have one in like middle school or high school. And then in my 20s, early 20s, I was dating like 2 guys, but I feel like both of those were kind of like forced Valentine Day. One of the guys I like asked could we go to like a burger joint, like neither one of us had been, and so like that's what we did. And you know, he was one of those people that didn't celebrate holidays, so I didn't get like a Christmas or anything the year and a half that I was with him, and just other stuff. And then the other one, he actually, like our first couple of months being together, he actually was leaving for the military like February 12th, like a couple of days before Valentine's Day, so we ended up celebrating like a weekend before, and I got gifts and everything, but you know, that probably was it. But again, another little like quick forced thing. And that was like, I was like 19, and then the other person I was with, I was like 21. I'm 33 now. I've never had a Valentine. I don't even really think that besides those two people and maybe another one that I actually was ever in a real committed relationship. I unfortunately have came to terms that I never really was taught how to date. I don't know how to date. I've been attempting it the last 2 or 3 years and they all have been shit shows. But I do make it a point every year to give myself something. I mean, I give myself flowers on a weekly basis, and I buy myself things. But Valentine's Day, I go and do a little bit extra for myself. But yeah, it's just like a deep thought. And I don't want to get like sad about it because I am kind of sad and holding back tears talking about it. But you know, some people do just want to experience things, and I would like to experience a nice Valentine's Day at least once in my life. Besides like a family member, you know, like our parents and siblings, they get us stuff, but they get us stuff out throughout the year. So, you know, it would be nice to actually have a partner that cared enough to celebrate little holidays with. So, yeah, just a thought.
This is a sick Negro.
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. So, yo, we're going to talk about something different. Now, I usually be talking about specific topics about, you know, celebrity bullshit and, you know, this, that, and the other. I feel like changing it up a little bit. We're going to talk about something that's going on in the UK, where I'm sure y'all heard about it, maybe either on IG or maybe on X, formerly known as Twitter. But but they have a club that basically, in order for you to get in as a male, you got to be 6 foot or over.
It's really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
With that being said, we're gonna go over. First and foremost, I gotta shout out and close love to my boy XL Pro. He says we do it live after dark. You dig?
He ain't lying.
And also, he also does say like, share, and subscribe. Cash App $ Cali West 1. Salute.
My nigga.
Yeah. So with that being said, I don't know if y'all heard about that. Have y'all heard about it? If not, y'all gonna hear about it now. But yes, there's a club that basically it hosts, you know, club night for 6 foot and over dudes and all the ladies who want to go, you know, to go see these guys. Right now, I got a video clip of the guy who actually put this together. Yeah, it was a guy. Yep. But yeah, man. Let's see what he got to say.
Got to know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
I just released more tickets. I got a bigger venue, but the female tickets have already sold out by the time I stepped outside to record this video. So there's only male tickets left. Don't buy the wrong ticket. What I'm gonna do is, because we changed the venue, like if it's inconvenienced you and you want to refund your ticket, let me know, and then I'm gonna do 2 more videos like that so that I can get back any refund tickets and put them back out into the market if there is any in it.
You heard that? So he said that he sold out of all the female tickets, bro. Hey, you know what? You can't even hate on the brother. You feel me? You know, you can hate the player. You know, you can hate the player, but you should hate the game. Now, Mr. O with the info comes through. He says, salute. I appreciate you for checking in, G. So yeah, so we're gonna hear some footage from the ladies because they weren't really too happy. But let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Let's see here. Where's she at? Let's start with this lady here.
Quest to get guys' number. Let's go. What's your side quest?
Oh, my bad. Hold up. I think it was this one I wanted to show first.
It was 6 foot+ men, and I signed up. The journey just started. The girls and I had a task for tonight, and it had to be met. Where are the 6 foot tall men, though? Well, we first went to the bar to get some drinks. Then the party got started. All they had to say was 6 foot+ men, and I signed up. The journey just started. The girls and I had a task for tonight, and it had to be met. Where are the 6 foot tall men, though? Well, we first went to the bar to get some drinks. Then the party got started. Okay, right now we need to pause. Do you see how cool her teeth is? Maybe I just signed up for the cool girls, you know? Y'all talk about short men, but look at this tall man shoving this pretty girl out of the way. Honestly, this was my best duo for the night. These girls had no care in the world and they had fun. But this guy, somebody give this man his flowers. This guy was like MTN, having fun everywhere he went to. Oops, I forgot to talk about myself. I'm gonna be posting more videos about this event, how I truly felt. And remember that task I talked about? Well, you're gonna find out if me and my friends succeeded. I had to convince a guy to make me his screensaver. Crazy, right? Did I forget to mention that I interviewed the organizer? Well, every single thing is gonna be on my YouTube. But then I'm still posting more clips here anyway for you guys. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Now, yo, Mr. O says that he might have to do a blog about this. Hey, go ahead. Do you feel me? I mean, you might as well. It's gonna trend. Now, of course, so that's her little tidbit. So let's see what they're doing, that gets the pregame. Here we go.
Let's go. What's your side quest? With a stranger. My side quest is to get someone to make me his wallpaper for tonight. So I'm excited. I guess sometime before they move. Let's go. We saw a girl on here talk about how side quests make events more fun. So we decided to jump on it. First thought was, how hard can this even be, right? But take a look at this crowd. Can you see any boys? We quickly discovered this was gonna be a hard task, so we said we were out first. She treated her task like it was nothing. This girl was having fun. Not too long after this clip, my girl is back with the phone number. Trust my girl to do her thing. Yeah. Now it's my turn. I truly got distracted by this girl and her cool teeth. The music got the hold of me a little bit. Then I saw this guy and I went to ask him and he said no. He wasn't as right to say no. So I went searching again and guess what? I found a guy who said yes. It was so polite. He even helped me figure out how to set it as a screensaver. Now it's time to get Jessica. She thought she could escape. I forgot to say she's a camera shy friend. She waited to the end to get hers done, but it was done anyway. Guys, she finally got a picture. She got a picture. I'm not showing my face right now. Okay. Jessica got her picture. She got her picture. It's blurry, but we're gonna take it, We're gonna take it. That was fun. Make sure to follow me for my next heist. Yay!
Okay. All right. So, hey, it seemed like they had a good time, right, so far. Right? Now, Mr. 070 says, I'm about to get some gold teeth in a few months. Yeah, you got to try to shine, what I'm saying, like a boy, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do. You dig? Yeah. It ain't even that bright. This teeth still shining. You dig? Hey, trust me, what's crazy is that Shit, sometimes I be forgetting I even have gold. But yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though. You know what I'm saying? Depending on which ones you get, man. If you're getting real gold, you know what I'm saying? This is I think 24. Okay. And yo, shit, that shit, gold went up. Shit, I had these for a little while, man. Gold has went up, man. Shit, if I was to get these again, that shit probably be like a little bit over, probably be pushing close to a G. But yeah, do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can get 6. I got like 6. I think if I was to ever do it again, I'd probably go 8. 8 top, 8 bottom. But I got 6 tops right now. Yeah, my slugs is, you know what I'm saying? They do me well. They do me well. They do. But anyway, so back to our original discussion. So let's remember old girl said that she was gonna show she was gonna talk about more on YouTube. Well, I guess, after, the excitement wore down, she put out her review. So here we go. Where is it at?
About Land of the Giants in London, and here is my positive and negative review. I'm going to state that everyone's review is going to be based off the reason they went for the event. Personally, I like to be outside and I like to explore. I've even been to an all-girls party before, and that is the best party I've ever been to in my life. I'll start with the positives of the event, then the negatives of the event. But before I start, here's why I even went in the first place. I'm a really tall girl who's been around short people her entire life. If you know me well, I have a thing for short men. They have my heart every time, every day. But I just wanted the feel of having extremely tall people around me, because I never had that before. And it was a night out with my girls, so yes, I was gonna have fun. Now let's talk about the positives of the event. It felt safe. They had a lot of security there. There were no weird, creepy guys trying to touch you in inappropriate ways. The girls that were there knew how to have proper fun. I even met a girl who came by herself and met 2 friend group who were willing to adopt her. Now let's move a bit to the negatives. This is my personal opinion and what I really think. First, I got there and they were measuring the guys at the door, which made sense because during promotion, they said they were going to do this. Why am I able to spot a guy that is the same height with my 5'7" friend? Another negative? The guys were stiff. It was as good as bringing multiple statues of liberty to the event. Apart from some guys though, they were really killing it on the dance floor. Good night for me is everybody having a great time. Because you just standing in the corner doing nothing, you're kind of killing the vibe. You're standing in the way of people who want to dance. Next, the girls were not happy about the ratio of girls to guys. It had just been an all-girls party, to be honest. Well, I can say the party was packed. Yes, the party was packed. But the music, I don't know what to say. It was really just all over the place, to be honest. There was this young guy who had dreads and he came to play. He was great. He did okay. But the rest of it, very confusing. Here's my little advice to the promoter as someone who used to do events. Don't just talk the talk on the internet. Girls will always pull up. But you see, guys, you have to go where you find tall guys and promote the event. And next time, no, oh, my short friend, let him in. It's an event for tall people. Let it be so. By the way, I saw a girl come on here to lie that the event was empty. With no proof, by the way. You know one thing about me? I can't lie. I don't know how to gatekeep. And trust me to put you on. The event was in fact not empty. There were definitely 300 plus people there. The hall was big. Anyway, if you don't already follow me, make sure you do that now. The full video will be posted on YouTube by tomorrow.
Really him. You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Yeah. See, like I said, you put a woman in a room full of 6-foot+ guys, and they still complain.
Emotional damage.
Now, Mr. O said he's going to run me about $2,000 for about 18 carats for 6 top 6 and 4 bottoms. Yeah, just about. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You might want to just go 6 top 6 bottom. Just have it all even. Because when you open your mouth, they can just be both on the same line. Me, I just like it on the top, but about to do it again, it'll just be matching on the top. But hey, whatever's clever. That's one thing about golds. You could be original. Some people get only one. Some people get two. Some people get, checkered. Hey, that's one thing about it. You could do whatever you want. You feel me? So no doubt. So yeah. See, that's 2,200. Hey, beat this. It's only another couple $100. You feel me? Hey, you could do it. You could do it. You're already there. Shit, I would rather just get, top row and then get the bottom later if it's like that. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like if you're gonna get casted and you're gonna get it fitted and all that, might as well you do it right the first time, or do it right the first time twice. 1,000, or 1,100, or whatever it is. Do that shit. So anyway, back to this 6-foot party. You see how you can give these women exactly what they want, and they still got a problem with it. But see, here's a problem. Even if you put a room of a woman in a room with 6-foot men, the more choices you're gonna give them, the more indecisive they get, and the more choosy they start getting to be as well. Because here's the thing: if you got a room full of 6-foot guys, guess what? All of a sudden, those 6-foot guys who would have stood out at the party that a woman would have been attracted to, guess what? They're essentially all the same height at that point. Now, yes, there's gonna be that one guy who's like 6'7". I'm sure there was probably a 7-foot guy somewhere in there. But guess what? For the most part, everybody's the same height. And here's another thing too: men who are tall attract women naturally. So guess what? These women thought that they had a party dedicated to 6-foot men, and they expected the 6-foot men not only to buy the tickets, but then come in and holler at the girls too. Why? I'm just saying, if I was a 6-foot plus guy, right, and I know women are attracted to that, and they have a whole party dedicated to 6-foot guys, why am I chasing women around? If anything, if they want to get at me, they're gonna circle and gravitate around me. See, the thing is that the woman that what they didn't conceive is when you have a bunch of 6-foot men, they're gonna have to be the competition, because guess what? You all know that they all complain about the man, the ratio being not right. More women than they are men. kind of like the dating market, huh? Ain't that something?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Now, here's the thing. Mr. O says that's what I'm doing. Okay. Do that shit. Oh, he says I'm 6'2" and a half, and I don't attract women naturally. Well, I don't know what to tell you, G. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Here's the thing: just because you're 6-foot plus doesn't mean you're gonna get more women. I don't know what else. I don't know what else you got going on. You feel me? Because I'm 5'10". I'm not 6 foot or nothing like that. What, 5'9" and a half, 5'10"? And I'm gonna just say this right now, like, I mean, I get some women that are attracted to me. Not every woman, but there's some other things you could do as well. But yeah, but if a girl, I don't know. Here's the thing: I'm not 6 foot, so I wouldn't know. But based off of what I see, like I have females telling me, like, oh, if I was taller, I've had females telling me, oh, if I was taller, I'll be that much finer, or this, that, and the other. I remember my ex-girlfriend said if I was as tall as my brother, that I probably wouldn't even be with her. And you know what? She's motherfucking right. You feel me? Mr. O says, I get mad as fuck when I see a 6'3" plus ninjas around, because I'm supposed to be the token tall ninja. Well, hey, that's how I be. Hey, that's how I be. It's like, okay, you got a nice car. Eventually, someone's gonna have a nicer car. Someone's gonna have a fatter house. Someone's gonna be richer than you. Someone's gonna. And then it's like, okay, you got more money than somebody, but guess what? The other person looks better than you. I mean, Sometimes we just gotta play the hand that we're dealt. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta play the hand that we're dealt. You feel me? You know? The way I look at it is here's the thing. The reason why I don't mind this 6 foot party, 6 foot and over party, is because hey, you know what? Everybody's not for me. You feel me? I feel like whatever's for me, I'm gonna get. You dig? And yes, just because you're tall or short or shorter doesn't mean that it's gonna be. Doesn't mean you should allow that to be a deficiency. Hey, you feel me? Like I said, everybody's not for everybody. I feel like rejection is God's protection, and I believe straight up and down, no woman owe me nothing. You feel me? No woman owe me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just like men, we don't owe women anything either. You know, just because a girl's hitting on us doesn't mean that we gotta smash them. So just because a chick is hitting on you or just because a chick like you doesn't mean you have to take that offer. Now, with that being said, these females got exactly what they wanted, and they're mad because it didn't turn out the way they wanted. But like I said, be careful with what you ask for. Now, with that being said, what they probably should have done? The dude probably should have done. But here's the thing. The thing is, when you have clubs, there's a certain dynamic that makes clubs popular. For example, the pay to get in the club admission, I guess he's doing that, but it's an event, so they're buying tickets. But now, but let's just be real. Events make money off of alcohol, and they make money off of alcohol, right? And if they charge at the door, they do make money at charging the door as well. But keep in mind, I think if they was to maybe say the first 100 men for free or something like that or something, or all the men over 6 foot is for free, but every man who's short has to pay or something like that I would say that probably would have even up the odds, because here's the thing. There's this club, or I don't know if they still do it every now and then, but there's this thing called Thick Thursday in Miami. And that's basically where all the fat girls could come out and shine, because, the strip clubs don't really cater to fat girls. It's Miami. There's going to be some sexy little things in the strip club. So there's this place, and it's at a different event all the time. It's not even, they used to have it every Thursday, but now, fast forward to 2026, it's every, I think maybe every October or every holiday or something like that. But long story short is, this is where the fat hoes could come out and strip, and long story short, either strip or just shake their ass or whatever. Long story short is a night for them. But what I used to like about Thick Thursday was everybody was allowed to come in. So just because you was a skinny girl didn't mean that you couldn't come in. I remember I was fucking with this little skinny, little sexy, little thin chick from Thick Thursday, because everybody went up there, but it wasn't like, oh well, you had to be a big girl to get in or nothing like that. And when they did that, see, here's the thing. Some of these chicks who like tall guys, they still probably would have talked to a guy who's 5'10" or 5'9" or whatever, if, depending on the situation. Here's the thing. Women do like certain attributes, just like how guys like women with big breasts and fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but guess what? At the same time, you feel me? It's if we meet a Asian woman, right? A Vietnamese woman, she look really, really good. All that criteria of having a fat ass and big titties go right out the door, right? Because this is a fine white woman or fine Vietnamese or whatever like that. Or even a fine black woman. It could be a fine sister, but she got some sweet cheeks, you know what I'm saying? She not fat. She 125 pounds, soaking wet, 5'1". You're gonna go in, you dig? But so I was saying, I don't knock women for that, but just go figure. I guess when there's a room full of tall dudes, I guess now who's the best looking tall dude? You know what I'm saying? Are you a goofy looking tall dude? Are you a bad body tall dude? You feel me? Is your head bigger than the rest of your body? Tyrannosaurus Rex tall ass nigga, you feel me? And that's what they're complaining about, because guess what? Once you just make it just a criteria of the height, then what about the looks? What about the pockets? Because guess what? How many dudes? I don't know. I could be, unless you're Satan in the center or something like that, or 6'8" the Great or something like that. You know what I'm saying? How many dudes who are tall got money like that unless you're a basketball player? I don't know. Because I'll argue that maybe most people who got money probably are not 6 foot something. I don't know. Like, you know, that's a good question. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a good question. But yeah, with that being said, we got more videos about women complaining about this shit. Listen to what this other lady got she got to say. I guess yeah. Well, she didn't get to go to. Oh, and by the way, salute to Lemate. I appreciate you for checking in, G. Like, share, and subscribe. Now, there is this one chick who she didn't get to go, but she had some words about this whole event. And it's actually kind of funny just hearing what she had to say. Where is it at? She did not go to the event, but here we go.
From several TikTok reviews that the 6 foot and over Land of the Giants party didn't go as well as planned. And I can't say that I feel an ounce of sympathy for anyone who went, because when I tried to get a ticket, it was sold out. I tried to get a ticket as soon as I was alerted that such an event was taking place. What do you mean 6 foot and above entry for the guys? Well, I'm there. Sign me up.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I would have camped there overnight. So as soon as I was alerted about the event, I ran on the site trying to get me a ticket. It said no tickets available. I said, Jesus Christ. I was gutted.
Emotional damage.
I would have got an SIA badge. I would have been bar staff. I would have been a cleaner. I would have done I would have been in the toilets, like, selling perfume. Like, I would have done anything to get myself in there. So, to see these reviews, you know, the maddest thing is, these reviews don't put me off, though. I still want to take it to the next event. Because I just feel like the more people are hearing about it, maybe more 6 foot plus guys are going to be like, oh, well, I'd love to be part of the people that make the event better next time. That's what I'm hoping. That is what I'm hoping, because I will be there.
This is a sick Negro.
She mad that she didn't go, and she mad she didn't go, but she glad that these hoes didn't have a good time. Ain't that a bitch?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Complaint.
I went to Land of the Giants. I don't know if that was a social experiment, but there must have been about, I want to say about 10 giants, if that. If you call 6 foot a giant, there must have been about 10. The event was so...
It can't be like this.
It is this way, man. I'm sorry I exposed you to it, but it is. It's ugly, but it's necessary.
They did not read the room. Yeah? The guys look stink, brethren. How are you going to a dance in Piccadilly wearing Adidas Free Stripe? Like, how? How are you going to the dance and you've got a tracksuit coming like you've just come from Lidl's? Make it make sense. Do better, guys, man. Yeah? Like, literally, there was about how many hundreds of girls, yeah? And the thing about it, I didn't see no guys chatting to no gal, but I see man chatting to man. What is this? You should be ashamed of yourself. The girls look so nice. The girls put in effort yesterday and come outside looking, you know. The guys, the toilet stank. Everything about Land of the Giants was stink. You know what though, yeah? All of the ladies were just friendly, We had a good vibe. Do you understand? The girls were having a good vibe with each other. Yeah? But I tell you this, yeah, Land of the Giants, you got a lot to answer for because your event went blood clot viral. Yeah, for what? What? Make it make sense.
Emotional damage.
Now for
old girl, mad hurt, bro.
This is a sick Negro.
Coach Greg Adams, he said some real shit today. You know what he said? I mean, it's something that I already knew, but I guess is when you actually put into words, it's like something you already knew conscious or subconsciously, but he put it into words like really eloquently. You know what he said? He said, women are more, what's the word? They're more of they're more, what's the word? Not goal oriented. It was more, I guess they're more on, their lives are based, like, okay, if you ask a girl if she had a good time, right? Her good time consists of whether she came up or not. Basically, they're outcome oriented. There you go. Yeah, Coach Greg Adams said that women are outcome oriented. Men, we're more solution oriented. And salute to Hashim Shabazz, 84 for coming through, my G. But yeah, he said women are more outcome oriented. Basically, you know, based off of what their outcome, that's where they basically base off of, you know, how they life and how they, you know, look at things. That's why, you know, women who, you know, tend to lead, the fast life or dangerous life, they tend to complain after the fact because guess what? Now they ain't got nothing to show for it. You know, they probably got the kids to show for it, no man. So now they're the victim. But see, if they would have got married to a rich guy somehow and made and became a millionaire, then guess what? It would have all worked out. But because it didn't work out, you know, they base off their wins and losses based off the outcome. So yeah. So I feel like old girl, only reason why this chick right here is upset is because she didn't get the outcome that she wanted. Because here's a video of her with a dude who's like 6'5". Check this out. That's her with a 6'5" dude. This chick is like 4'11", bruh. If I'm not mistaken, I think the post says she is 4'11", and the dude is like 6'5", bruh. And look, I ain't knocking it. That's what she like. That's what she like. But her problem is that she probably didn't get chosen that night. You feel me? Because look, if it was, if it was more men than it is females, then the men were literally doing the choosing. You feel me? I think maybe one time in my life that actually happened where I went to a club or some like party and like there was actually more women than there was guys. And I can just tell you, you walk a little different when you kind of know that you're kind of valuable. You dig? And guess what? That's how it was. So it's not that them dudes would stink. It's just that them dudes wasn't getting at you because she would have said, these dudes would stink because he tried to, this guy tried to come up to me or something, or, and he was funky or something. And she would have said something, but she didn't mention that. That's because them dudes, they thought, at this point, they're like, hey, bitch, choose me. You dig? And hey, salute to the tall ninjas who was at the Land of the Giants party.
He ain't lying.
I mean, salute.
My nigga.
And them ladies is gonna go to a 6-foot party, let them jock. Now, this lady has some commentary about the 6 foot, the 6 foot Land of the Giant party or club. Check this out.
I say this, but I think the problem started with you lot buying tickets to a party just to see Tall Man.
He ain't lying.
So sorry, yeah. I've watched all these videos of the women complaining about the event, and I'm just thinking, what exactly was the selling point? 6 foot, like, that was like enough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy an outfit, buy a ticket, get my girls together, off we pop. And then it didn't deliver, and I'm just like, what would have been a good night? Like, I'm trying to understand the motivation for this party because
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
so easy to get money from you. Because I'm sorry.
God damn.
This is a sick Negro.
Sister with her wave cap or her do-rag or whatever the fuck she got on her head. You know, she made a video, I guess, before she went to bed. Or her cap, her stocking cap or whatever. But she thinks it's funny. She thinks it's actually stupid. Like, okay, so you went out to the club just for tall guys? Like, you could have just did that at home on the motherfucking dating app.
This is a sick Negro.
Really just wanted to date, taller guys because, like I said, they could bring a bunch of tall guys for you, but are these all tall guys that you like? It's like, for example, y'all know I date interracially, but I'm still attracted to black women. But hey, just because you go to the hood and grab up 10 random black women doesn't mean I'm gonna like all of them. I might not like none of them. You feel me? Shit. And not necessarily because they're fat. Even though that might be a problem too. But guess what? Like I said, that might not even be the problem. Maybe they're just not even attractive. Maybe they don't have no home training. But like I said, just because someone fits height criteria doesn't mean that they fit everything else. And that's what these women learn.
You ain't lying.
Like I said, sometimes too many choices. That's actually why the dating market is so bad now, is because women have too many choices. And they usually make the wrong choice. Actually, I take that back. Coach Greg Adams said something else today that was actually true. I mean, this is something I always agreed upon as well. Like, for example, if a girl tell me that she got pregnant by some crazy ninja, I don't feel sorry for her. I can never feel sorry for them. But this is what Coach Greg Adams said. Like, for example, when I say a girl got with the wrong type of guy, she got with the wrong type of guy if she was looking for a relationship. You feel me? Just because she got pregnant by a dude and he's a dirtbag doesn't mean he was the wrong guy. Well, he was the wrong guy to have a relationship with, but he was the right guy to sleep with her because guess what? She was supposed to sleep with him. And any of y'all who got kids or don't have kids. So look, especially the ones who don't have kids, y'all know it is not easy to go get a girl pregnant, all right? So guess what? Any chick who's talking about, oh, she's pregnant, that's because she was doing some goddamn fucking. That's because that's that busting inside and leaving it in type shit. You feel me? Ain't no chick gonna go get pregnant if you pulling out and and stuff like that. If you know what I'm saying, if you get your towel and stuff. No. But homegirl was telling the truth though. You feel me? I mean, at the end of the day, these women went and spent their money, invested just to get a tall dude. And guess what? That's something that they could have just did online for free. They didn't have to go to a club to go do that. And then, like, why didn't they go to the club and see a tall guy and then get at him? Because guess what? The other girls in the beginning, they said they essentially went up to guys. Them females was thirsty. Like I said, them chicks really had their side quest down. But guess what? Like I said, in the third video, she was talking about the pros and cons. Like I said, maybe the outcome wasn't good. Them dudes beat the cheeks out of her and her two homegirls. And guess what? Now, the event wasn't all that.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah. Woman be lying by omission. Lying through omission. Now, this chick, she gets a field sobriety test. And I'm going to say this right now, y'all. I'm not a lawyer or an attorney, but you are not required to walk on a line or stand, on your foot and count to 10 and all that. You don't have to do all that shit. If a cop ever says that, oh, he feels that you've been drinking too much or anything like that, you can say, hey, you know what? Give me a breathalyzer. Give me a black breathalyzer. You ain't gonna be, because guess what? The field sobriety test is invented for you. Here's the thing. It's not even invented for you to fail. It's really subjective. Because guess what? You can do everything right, but guess what? They can still take you in anyway. They can still fuck around and take you in because they say, oh, you know what? You was going too fast. Or, they could say, oh, you were walking too fast or you were walking too slow or you wasn't listening to the directions or anything like that or you didn't listen to the directions fast enough. It's very subjective. The only thing that's not subjective is blood alcohol check and a field sobriety check. A breathalyzer. At that point, you think I'm drunk? Give me a breathalyzer, officer. Oh, no breathalyzer? Then can I be on my way? You check my license, you check my registration. I got insurance. Can I go, officer? If not, give me the breathalyzer. But I'm not gonna sit down here look like I'm drunk, or you're gonna make it seem like I'm drunk, just so you could probably get me, in the jail. Because here's the thing, I don't know if y'all know this, but let's just say you are under the legal alcohol limit. If they take you into jail and you don't get to go home and eat breakfast or go have some water or go take a piss or anything like that, guess what? Your blood alcohol level goes up. So maybe you're okay then, but guess what? Now that they let it go through your system, it goes up higher. Right? Probably even pulsates even more now because you're scared. So guess what? Ask for the breathalyzer. Okay, I'll take a breathalyzer. Oh, did you drink tonight? Hey, if they even ask you, do you drink tonight? Just say no. Don't think because you tell them, yeah, it's gonna be okay. Do you drink tonight? No. Guess what? If let's say your blood alcohol is way over the legal limit, so be it. But guess what? Telling them yes or telling them no is not gonna affect you. I'm not a lawyer or attorney. I'm not giving advice. Me personally, all I know is that they ask me if I'm drinking. I don't give a fuck about I had a little one shot or a little sip of a brew. No. Do you want me to? Do you need anything else from me, officer? I don't answer questions for cops.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
Check this out. Where's it at? Let's take sister off.
Balance right now.
Yeah. Is that a problem?
No, we're working out.
Oh, you see me doing it?
You're a cop.
And maybe you had something to drink tonight?
That was more than 2 hours ago.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
What did you have?
Maybe half a beer.
You have anything physically wrong with you? While I'm doing all of that, what I would like you to do is stand with your left foot at the very beginning of the line. Your first step will be number 1.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. 2001.
Make sure you're looking at your foot.
1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 2011, 2018, 2019.
All right, you can stop. Go ahead and put your foot down. Put your arms around your back.
What am I doing with people?
DUI.
For what?
Driving under the influence.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
A car that can literally take my car where it needs to go, like to have them impound my car.
We have to by our policy.
But there's people here.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
And there's no.
Have a seat. You don't want to listen to me. So.
Rough right now.
Get to the chopper!
I'm not just saying this shit. I'm not just saying this because she's attractive. Yo, they set her up for that, bruh. That was shady, bruh. Yo, straight up and down. Yo, she did just fine. And you know what's crazy too? Y'all can look up on YouTube of cops. Well, they're not gonna show it. But yo, cops don't even pass the field for sobriety test when they do the field sobriety test in the police academy. And they're sober. Do y'all know that? Yo, Hashim Shabazz. He says, damn. Hashim Shabazz. Did they set her, truth or false? Did they not set her up for that? Did they not set her up for that fall? Because she did just fine. Am I tripping? Are my eyes deceiving me? Or did she not do the field sobriety test just fine? You know what? I would love to get some more information about that situation. I bet you she could probably got off. Was she drunk, bruh, at all? Like, yo, maybe she probably like, here's the thing. You'd be so surprised. Maybe she's a cartello chick or something like that. Like, yo, maybe she's a cartello chick or something like that. She was like a Spanish chick or something. Maybe she's a cartello chick or something like that. And maybe they just wanted to bust her because maybe they wanted to see that she had like, drugs in the car or something like that. But look, peep this. First off, why do you need so many cops out there for one woman? Look at all the cops out there. Yo, they set her up, bruh. They set her up to take that fall. Somebody was mad they didn't get no poom poom, and they couldn't get no poom poom off of her, so they decided to arrest her, bruh. Yo, there's an ulterior motive because she did just fine, bruh. She did. Look at her. Look at her. She did just fine. Said she might have been wanted for something. Facts, like something like that. Like there's a little bit more to this, man. Like, shit, maybe they wanted a reason to impound a car so her passenger, who's a black man or something like that. Because remember she said there was people. She said there was people. So what it sounded like is other people was in the car with her too. And maybe they were trying to shake down somebody else who's in the car, right? Like, for example, I remember one time in Vegas, I almost got into some trouble with Las Vegas PD. And you know what's crazy? The dude who was with me, he had a suspended license or a warrant or something like that, right? He might have had a warrant. But listen to this. Because the cops really wanted me, they was asking stupid questions like, is this your car? What does the registration say? Right? It's not his car. So if it's not his car, who else's car would it be? They start asking stupid questions after the fact because my license was legit. I had insurance and all that. My firearm was luckily in the trunk and stuff like that. Any trees that I had was already stashed away. At this point, y'all didn't have no reason to search my car. You feel me? So, but yeah, man. But they trust me. Usually, if they want something else about you, they will do illegal tactics. They will do illegal tactics to get you roped up. Shit, I don't know. Y'all remember? My brother came on here and he even said that he had to bail me out one time because guess what? When the cops want to do you shady and stuff like that, do you dirty, like they do you dirty. That's the thing. Like I guess and it's fucked up because major inconvenience. Her car got towed and stuff, and probably had to spend a night in jail, and probably had to get undressed and stuff like that. Hashim Shabazz says police can legally lie to you. Oh yes, they can legally lie to you. Deception, yeah, they could deceive to you. Well, the thing is, they can't lie to some degree. Like, for example, they can lie to rope you up, but they cannot lie on a police report. Like, for example, they can say that they arrested her for being drunk, but guess what? When they go down to a police department, they're gonna realize that she's not drunk. But guess what? What's messed up is her car still got towed. She still got to go to court, even if it gets dismissed. So the truth is, here's the thing about the police, and the police is really shady. That's actually why when Corey Holcomb was talking about he don't vote to Anton Daniels, he sounded real ignorant, because voting for your local elections is probably more important than voting for the president, because y'all get mad at Donald Trump for supporting ICE or whatever, right? Y'all can look, y'all can have your opinions about ICE or whatever, right? But guess what? The local police department that y'all don't like, mainly in these Democratic cities, whoever you vote in as a mayor and governor, they're the ones in charge of your police forces, by the way. So if you don't want certain things to happen, you got to talk to your politicians, your senators, your congressmen, your governors, your mayors, because it is kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying, that they could just lie to you, or lie on you, like. And the truth is, most people don't have the readies or the money to go sue the city out of it. Because here's the thing. Most people are not going to go have the money to sue the city, unless you're like a celebrity or somebody with a lot of money. Usually he's going to just take it. And what's kind of messed up is true. And the truth is, Black people, we need to start filing more police reports, not just on people in our neighborhood, which we should do as well, but also on the police when they do some fuck shit. There should be a complaint on record. But yeah, man, they roped her up. They didn't like her for some reason. They definitely didn't like her for some reason. What this chick right here got to say? I think she at church or something. Let's check this out. XL Pro, he had showed me this. So let's just see what she got to say. Or let's just see how she look, that is. And what she got to say.
Yo vengo a adorar, pastor, y sabe que estoy cansada. Usted no deja de mirarme el cuerpo cada vez.
Hermana, bájele la voz.
No más, aquí todos lo saben.
Silencio, por favor. Esta es la casa de Dios. Y esa ropa no es apropiada para este lugar. Muestre respeto. Mire cómo...
Sheesh.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yo vengo a adorar, pastor, y sabe que estoy cansada. Usted no deja de mirarme el cuerpo cada vez.
Hermana, bájele la voz.
No más, aquí todos lo saben.
Silencio, por favor. Esta es la casa de Dios. Y esa ropa no es apropiada para este lugar. Muestre respeto. Mire cómo...
She keep on being disrespectful like that, man, she gonna have to get a whooping. You feel me? A whooping. Ecclesiastical whooping, if you know what I mean. Right in the bedroom.
This is a sick Negro.
I'm just saying, though. You know what I'm saying? With all that ass. Shit. Talking way too much. She need to use that pretty mouth for something else. Yum, yum, yum. Give me some. Sheesh.
Got to know exactly who you are. Lord, have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Now, yo. Oh, I thought this was funny. Check this out. Like, this dude was a little cruel. Well, I wouldn't say he's cruel. He just being honest with how he feel. Check this out. Maybe a little cruel.
It's the fuck out of me, though. Like, your friend, when you and your friend came out, I'm like, damn, like, it should have just been her, but you a different story, man.
Take a piss, take me home.
For real, dog. Like, you made me drive an hour and a half here thinking you was bad. That shit crazy, dog. This is my first time being catfished on the
I
real.
can walk home. It ain't no pressure.
I walk home. Get the fuck out my car then. The fuck you saying? It's your big fat ass.
This is a sick Negro.
Damn. Brother was not having it. Goddamn. What'd she do? Send him some pictures of her? Yo, no cap though. I had a chick do this to me in MySpace days. In the MySpace days, I had a chick who, she had a cute face, because, you know, I ain't saying that homegirl's really all that right here, but, you know, her face is not the worst, you know. Her face is not really bad, you know. Especially, I'm sure if she get dressed up, you know, and put on makeup, her face card probably really, really look pretty. You know what I'm saying? She got hair and stuff. But guess what? She done hid all that extra from the neck down. She done hid that from him. And that's what he had a problem with.
This is a sick Negro.
So what it is that she probably sent him a picture of her back in, like, I hate to say this, in junior high, high school, when she didn't have that baby and she was like maybe 60 to 70 pounds lighter. And then he went off a Bumble, and this is what he got. And he hot.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
I mean, he didn't have to go in on her like that. He could have just said, look, man, it's time for me to clear it. But, you know, like he said, he did drive an hour and a half away. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, he probably was like, man, I'm gonna fucking probably beat them. You know, like he ain't got no tin in his car. Feed this. Or maybe he was like, man, he was probably like, man, I'm gonna take it to a Mosey, or maybe beat the stink out of her in the car. But then he was like, I don't think me and her could both be in the back seat.
Emotional damage.
Hey, real talk, that's probably why he really mad. He probably really mad because he was probably like, you know, he got a Hyundai, you know, Kia Forte or something like that, something compact. It's a 4-door, but it's a compact 4-door. He's like, man, he said, ain't no way I could free willy this in the back seat.
Emotional damage.
Damn. But yeah, he didn't have to go in on her like that. But anyway, y'all, you know, I think I have one more for y'all. Oh, what does this chick have to say? Check this out. Hold up. Before we go, we got to hear what this chick got to say.
Beautiful women or baddies that are homeless with children than more than ever. A lot of them grew up thinking that their looks would take them so far and that their looks would always keep a roof over their head, because who doesn't want a baddie? But these women are not understanding that a man would choose a more average woman to make his wife, give children to, and put a roof over her head and treat better than that so-called baddie. A lot of these baddies be for fun, be for temporary, or just be for the moment. They do not be for lifelong. And when that reality hits them, a lot of them don't have anything to show for it other than their looks and some kids. Like, they have no accomplishments. They didn't go harder in life because they literally feel as though So because they are beautiful, they do not have to go as hard, and some man somewhere will always come and help and take them out of the situation that they're in. The problem is they don't have the access to resources. So when you see these beautiful women that get on this platform and say, hey guys, I'm homeless with my kids, and you're like, wow, she's pretty. How could this happen to her? Because she's beautiful with no network. She's beautiful with no connection. She's beautiful with no access to resources. Therefore, she will always be an easy target for a low value man to come in, lay up with her, use her beauty against her, and ultimately provide nothing for her. It's sad when I see very beautiful women that a man would say, oh, she looks so much better than such and such, be homeless with children.
Emotional damage.
Well, she summed it up. She summed it up. I think she was being sarcastic at the end, but she summed it up. When a chick ain't got no value, she will end up homeless, especially if she manages her poom poom. Just because a chick might sell a little something don't mean that she's successful at it. Not saying that, pimping should be done, but guess what? There's a lot of reasons why they sometimes have pimps, is because pimps kind of make sure to take care of the finances. I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying, though.
He ain't lying.
But once again, it is Cali West. I do thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. I hope y'all have a good night. All right. Enjoy the rest of your week. All right. Hump day. Let's get through it. Peace.